the blood moon was a very weird story. I was having a tough morning. I was waking up. I was in LA and I was waking up this one morning. It was a tough morning, and उस वक्त पाकिस्तान में रात हो रही थी. So Alistair was apparently having a tough night, and कोई I think 4 बजे या 5 बजे इस तरह कुछ करके he sent me something. And whenever he sends me anything, it's like, you know that it's going to be something interesting because he would only send me something that is specific to like a sonic experience that he knows only I would really look at in a very different way with a lot of different possibilities. So he sent me this thing, and I saw that, oh, okay, it's an audio that he sent. So I just immediately played it. I actually have it on me as well. I'll show you what it originally was. और बहुत phases में ये progress किया था. So the first thing that he sent me was pretty much what we were doing, those days. Yeah. Oh yeah, here's a knob. She had a heart of bed. I had a heart of bed. So baby's on my better than whatever. उसके बाद उसने मुझे he sent me this. Just like chopped and screwed. And whenever anything that I hear that's like chopped and screwed, it's just always, it completely changes. It's the emotion is just always like so different, and it's much more sadder. And I always like stuff that's, just sad. We are rules and we break them to fix us. You're the blue, I'm the red, we should mix us. I like the world that we're going in, We got rules that we break. We got rules and we break them to fix us. It's the I think it's pretty much the secret to life, which is that, there's rules, but then you do break them, and that's where there's a very thin line in breaking them and destroying yourself, but breaking them and growing, like it's either or. So if you're smart about it and you understand, what the rules, to break the rules, obviously you need to understand the rules first, and then you smartly break them, or you know exactly how much to break, so it really propels your growth. So I like the idea. It's also very like has a certain this dark angst in it, I feel. And then you're the blue and the red. We are rules and we break them to fix us. You're the blue, I'm the red, we should mix us. It's like, just like a challenge that live in extremities, which is something that I do as well. I live my life in these extremities. I feel whatever I do, उसके अंदर मैं full obsess करता हूँ, उसकी full एक peak end तक जाता हूँ. And like if I love, I would love like insane and crazy. If I'm in pain, then I would like go on that extreme and make myself go through the deepest of like misery of going through that pain. Like I'd let the pain take over and go through that experience, because I know that if I'm feeling an emotion and I allow that to take over, I'm gonna come out of it with a lot of strength and with a lot of reflection in retrospect, and hence growth. So, I live in extremities. So it's like I'm in one extreme and, you're in another extreme. If these two extremities come in, which is like, you're the red, I'm the blue, and we should mix us, I feel that's pretty intense. आगे सोचना है लेकिन पर्पल हेज का लफ्ज आ ही जाता है लाइक we are rules and we break them to fix us. You're the blue, I'm the red, we should mix us. Purple haze and purple haze is purple haze is a phase. Purple haze and purple haze like Jimi Hendrix, that's where I got to hear Purple Haze for the first time. And then I got to know that it's when I searched upon it, I got to know that it's a strain of weed. And I don't indulge, but, he says, like, Purple Haze all in my brain. That's nice. I like it. But with me, it's like, there's people think, with the kind of music that this is and the kind of music that I do, that probably like, I have some purple haze in my brain, but it's, it's just like a myth. Purple haze in my brain is a myth, yeah. Wait, hold on. We are rules and we break them to fix us. You're the blue, I'm the red, we should mix us. Purple haze in my brain is a myth, yeah. I don't miss. So the fourth line I knew was always going to be, no, I don't miss you, because I want to connect it with the contradiction, which is, fighting myself because I miss you. It's just like you're living in denial and you're not telling yourself the truth. You're living a lie. You don't want to face it, and you're telling yourself, "Hota na ki nahi yaar, main to fit hu. I'm not bothered. ये तो अब खत्म हो गया है, मैं बिल्कुल सही हूँ," and all of those things. But then it's just you realize that reality is different when that person, I don't know, like just comes in front of you sometimes, and you're like, "Oh shit, bro." Apparently not, because it's easy, like when you're in your own safe space and you feel, yeah, I've done all I could and I'm in a good place, but you really don't know till, because you're in your comfort zone, you're in your safe space. So till you're not going to be put out there in the world where you are going to see them again, you don't really realize कि क्या exactly मैं feel कर रहा हूँ या मैंने दबा के रखा हुआ था, and when that person just comes in front of you, फिर सब कुछ बाहर निकल आता है, so it's like that contradiction, एक वो आवाज़ जो कह रही है कि हाँ ये fit है, मतलब, I don't miss you, and then the contradiction just comes in, fighting myself because I miss you, and it is a fight, at the end of the day. Those who have like, thoughts जो आपको overbearing लगती हैं, and just thoughts that are, like thoughts that you're fighting most of the time, most of the day. I fight my thoughts a lot the entire day, and it doesn't have to be a fight. Sometimes it is a fight for me when it's tough, and it's normal. But it's like you're fighting, and then you just sometimes have to give in and let that emotion that's causing disturbance, like in the philosophy of Buddhism, as they say, which is also like something I learned through watching Midnight Gospel, by the way, which talks about the concept of like, that this one sphere of Buddhism talks about like sitting with your problem, staying with what's coming. So instead of fighting it, you stay with it. Most of the times I fight and I fail to stay with it, but this is obviously representing the tougher part of life, so hence the contradiction. So yeah, no, I don't miss you, fighting myself cause I miss ya. I think sometimes that's the beauty of how really something comes into creation. especially something that's artistic, because for some reason something happened to Alistair in Pakistan, right? And for some reason something happened to me when I was there. And the timing just so happened that because of his thing that happened, he sent me that thing. And then because of what I was going through, my interpretation was different. And then this was born, And it's just, that's one of the most, for me personally, it's one of the most like beautiful things about like art and music. Ideas in general, I think. क्योंकि हर बंदे की it all forms from like frequencies that are everywhere, तो उसकी कोई frequency गई थी, मेरी कोई frequency गई थी, कहीं पे जाके वो मिली थी, and the both of us had no clue, like where that expression was gonna lead us. But having the gift and ability to experience that emotion first and then express it. And in that expression, you're able to, through that expression, you're able to heal that part of yourself that was broken. He felt the energy he did, and he expressed it in this beat. And then, I felt, I'm feeling the energy I'm feeling, and I'm letting it out. And all is a consequence of whatever fucked up shit happened with him and whatever fucked up shit happened with me. So just the way sometimes things come together is just very, it's beautiful. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make you just hear कि हो क्या रहा है. And basically what you're going to hear is going to be from this mic, we're going to go to this, and you're going to hear my vocal chain, which is in the box, and how I'm recording. I'll explain in detail baad mein, but I'll just make you listen to what it is. So this is this voice right now with this mic, and I have a tuner on this, which is in my chain, so you're going to hear a lot of auto-tune when I switch. We got rules and we break them to fix us. You're the blue, I'm the red, we should mix us. Purple haze in my brain. This is pretty good. Sounding pretty nice. So we're gonna get a couple of takes in. Mood pata kya ho raha hai? Mood ho raha hai that I record not hearing myself, so that I'm completely vulnerable with my real voice, you can say. We are rules, and we are rules and we break them to fix us. You're the blue, I'm the red, we should mix us. Purple haze in my brain is a myth, yeah. No, I don't miss ya. Oof! Emotion. I want to go in a little more. We got rules and we break them to fix us. You're the blue, I'm the red, we should mix us. Purple haze in my brain is a myth, yeah. No, I don't miss ya. So हम जो करेंगे process, that's going to be obviously vocal comping. So vocal comping entails that, there's like multiple takes, 5-6 दूंगा बार, and then we're just going to like join, the best parts that are there. Fix us. It's very tricky to get that tail in, bro. बहुत उस point तक ना vulnerability peak कर रही होती है. Like I want that nuance to come, like fix us. We got rules and we are rules and we break them to fix us. Yeah, fighting myself 'cause I miss ya. You know I got a girl, I got a girl, not a girlfriend 'cause I miss ya. I like that. You know I got a girl and a girlfriend 'cause I miss ya. Tryna feel your love and tryna, tryna feel your heart and tryna feel your heart and tryna feel your, tryna feel your heart and tryna feel your taste now. Tryna feel your heart and tryna feel your taste now. The song is officially R-rated. इसके बाद का tryna feel your heart and tryna feel you like that too, but I cannot be with ya, not with ya. Hey, मैं सोच भी रहा हूँ that right after this, not with ya, da 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 da. गुजारिश क्यों ना हो हम जुदा पैसे ये क्या हुआ कैसे हुआ क्यों हो गया. It's really high, but I really like how that felt, bro. क्या हुआ कैसे हुआ क्यों हो गया ना ये पता ना ये पता. Very Radiohead and yeah, a little bit of like Buckley, darkness of Floyd as well. Rock element aa raha hai. I don't know if I'd be able to go that high. I probably could, but I like this feeling. मुझे एक लाइन तो आई थी एक ही गुजारिश के एक ही गुजारिश के ना हो जुदा ना हो जुदा फिर से तो ये क्या हुआ थी एक ही गुजारिश के. Nice. This is a possibility. थी एक ही गुजारिश के. I need more grit to be there. उसके लिए मुझे गला फाड़ के गाना पड़ेगा बार bro. थी एक ही गुजारिश के ना हम जुदा फिर से. Nice, not bad. And then the pe kya hua. Oof, bro, if that comes in with the screams, whew, we're gonna have some fun. Looks like we're gonna write this pretty seriously. This is coming first, which is da 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 na da 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 na da 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 थी एक ही गुजारिश के फिर वो हो जाएगा. But the first two ना 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 मुझे तो बता क्यों दिल ना क्यों ये क्यों दिल रो रहा है मुझे ना पता. See the choices. क्यों ये और verses क्यों ये हो रहा. अब वो रैस्प आ गया है यार चीखे मार के गले में. लेकिन हाँ, you get the point. Like on one hand I can go a little with the grit, which is क्यों ये हो or क्यों ये हो रहा है. I'm gonna have to see that while I record. But anyways, I want to test out the screams क्योंकि they're really gonna decipher कि you know, like whether I want to keep the screams and take the song in that direction. Because that's a very, I like the intensity of that, it's what I really want to do as well. It's like rock represents, I think, the right amount of pain that the track's sonic experience gives you. But sometimes what happens is you're thinking something else in your mind, right? And you try it out, and then something else happens once you record it, and you put the entire thing through the vocal chain, and you hear it in the mix, and then you're like, nahi yaar, ye jo mere dimag mein lag raha tha, like you jam on it, and sometimes it sounds good. But then when you record it and you listen, 99% of the time, times it works, but like there's always that 1% chance where you're just unsure कि पता नहीं bro, अच्छा लग जाए बस. So I just want to see how the screams are going to come out. So the chain that I was speaking about earlier, I have a tuner basically. It's the first thing. Right after the tuner, I have an EQ. And after the EQ, jahan pe there's, like reductive frequencies that really annoy me, the lows, the highs, the mids. Then I have the de-esser, and then there's a compressor, and then there is another compressor. I'm going to dive into details about what these chains really are much later, because obviously, like, it's also like but so yeah, and then there's another EQ, and then there's some reverb bus, and then there's some delay. So yeah, nothing too special. I have a few buses, थोड़े थोड़े छड़क के मैंने फेंके होते हैं कुछ like plugins के, some textures that I like, so that's how it is. But my personal favorite aspect of this entire track definitely has to be the 808 that plays in this. So that 808 that you hear, oof. So it's couple of interesting things happening. Like there's like there's RDSer, there's a multipressor as well, and there's an EQ as well. And there's a little bit of like some saturation and distortion as well, just to like, make it, how like if you soft clip your 808, it really like, pops out nicely. So, plus, jo gaane ka jo bas, like I feel sonically the entire song, how it just glues in every single element. Like, for instance, like this loop. Oof, yeah. This is so beautiful. Like really pretty like sad in its nature, and then just like the chopped and screwed, like reverbed out like hi-hats as well, and the snare, the clap actually coming in together. It's just actually it's a rim and there's a short clap, and then you throw the so that's it really, and then the only other thing that's there is really the flute that comes in, which is the ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Really, it's the juxtaposition of, this is Mr. Madlock's favorite word, but I feel the juxtaposition of this loop with these notes, it's very weird, because if you listen to them in isolation, this makes you feel a completely different emotion, you know. This is like um this is like a little chill, not as sad, you know. It's I don't know, like it's just different in its nature. And then if you play this in isolation, रोने का दिल करता है, रोने का. So the juxtaposition of these two playing together is very interesting, and that's it. You know, just these two layers: the 808, the you know, the hi hats, and then the clap, and then sit, man. 5, 6 tracks sometimes, not sometimes. Primarily, that's all you need, really. I think one thing is that शायद इस गाने में, because it's for now, right now, for me, it's like a lot of, it's going up and down, up and down. You know, it's broken into different phases. So like the first part is very, fire myself because I miss no, we are rules. See, parts itne zyada even I confused her. But we are rules and we break them to fix us. Da na 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 na. Da 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 da. No, I don't miss ya. Fire myself because I miss ya. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. And then this desi part that kicks in, which is, you know, na 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 na. मुझे तो बता क्यों दिल रो रहा है na 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 ta da da. So it's like different phases, a lot of different colors. I feel that, you know, I might have, there might be like maybe some energy that a third person might also be able to bring as a relief from these parts bleeding into one another, or as you know, I don't know, as something else, as like a shock, or like just a different domain and dimension. Since we're already showing different colors, I feel instead of there being just 3 different colors by me, you know, we might get someone who can complement the world that we're in, you know, who can like join this world and add to the, I don't know, the energy, this dark energy of the song. I'm excited to figure out who it might be. So yeah, that's gonna be another thing. I just love this one part, bro, that kicks in right when this part gets done, which is basically, wait. You like that too, but I cannot be with ya, not with ya, hey. Oof. Whew. Bro, this is like, I don't know, like I feel like I get reeled in, and then I get thrown into like outer space in the most, like, how do I explain it, bro? मतलब इतने चिल तरीके से बस मैं लॉन्च हो रहा हूँ ना किसी और दुनिया के अंदर. When that beat hits, bro, right after that point, which is, it's like a rocket with like no ignition, nothing, and you feel ke, you know how like rockets take off, right? Like बहुत heavy scene होता है, शोर वो ये वो आग शाग, but it's, and then like the whole thing, like, you know, also like just comes apart. But this is like, it's just like going off on a trampoline, you know, which is so weird. कि बस rocket आया और आराम से, it's just like gone. There's no fire, there's no smoke, there's no, you know, none of that like shit that basically makes it really chaotic, which is so weird because this is Storms and Serenity, and this is the storm section, and it's supposed to make you feel chaotic, but it's like, I think the chaos in this song is in its really dark like space, like it's like a chaos in like a cave, you know, a cave that's like on like a cliff or something, or the cliff, and then there's a sea that's right below it, and it's really crazy, and with the waves crashing and the tides coming in, and it gets really chaotic. But within that cave is this other feeling of some uh, like little piece of like there being a calm energy, yet everything outside is just like so insane. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, that's what I feel. I feel like I'm in a cave writing the song, and if I step outside, it's just nothing. I'm on the edge. That cave is on the edge. So it's like the only way out is that you just jump in the sea and you're gonna probably like die. So you choose to like stay calm in that little space that you have, and that's not chaotic, but everything else is. So yeah. And then the rocket comes out of nowhere and then just takes you room बहुत अलग क्लिफ के ऊपर है और कोई सीन नहीं है, और जब वो बीट किक इन करती है तो रॉकेट आता है और वो सीधा आपको दे जाता है बहुत अलग. So yeah, sometimes like I just I make up these weird scenarios in my head that really don't make sense, and sometimes they don't really have to. It's just you're just having fun, playing with your thoughts in your mind, just seeing where the music and the energy is like taking you. By the end of the song, ho sakta hai like I'm not even in that cave anymore. Definitely not gonna be on like a beach. But the place where we're gonna be is gonna be very dark, I feel, but yeah, we're gonna see. But what I do know is when I listen to this song, in all honesty, not just because it's my song, I like it's been a while since I've wanted to make a song or music that would really, in my moments of like, like despair, like I said, I think in extremities, I experience life in extremities. And when I'm on that end of the world, and of my brain and of my soul, where I'm really going through um, the the misery of life, you can say, as we're supposed to. I wanted to make a song that I could listen to in my own misery. Um, I just the process of making a song is always just something that आप जब गाना बना रहे होते हो तो उस प्रोसेस के अंदर आप इतनी दफ़ा सुन लेते हो और उसको टेक्निकली इतना डायसेक्ट कर चुके होते हो कि आप उसको like how virgin ears would hear your song for the first time when it's final. Like I wish कि मैं अपना गाना कोई ऐसा सुन सकूं जो मैं बनाऊं भी सारा, but उसका end product मैं सुनूं without me hearing the song ever before in the entire creation process. But problem ये होती है कि हम इतनी दफ़ा सुन लेते हैं कि जो actual emotional crux होती है उस गाने की, उस एक by the time that it's made, it's diluted for us. So we're able to experience it when we're creating it. But by the end, sometimes, it's a song we've heard thousands of times. So this song up until now, even though it's been like 2, Alistair ने मुझे 2 साल पहले भेजी थी beat. So it's been 2 years, but still like, and I had scrapped it, and I planned to scrap it. I did not want to, I didn't think that it would make the cut, but I think I uploaded that video on Instagram because of which people really resonated with it. And then I was like, oh, chalo, feta yaar, if people are really, really saying it, matlab mujhe got a lot of DMs from a lot of people who were like, bro, you really need to put this out. And now I feel, till this day, I felt like that emotion has always been there, despite the fact that I've heard the song so many times. So iska emotion dilute nahi hua mere liye. And I feel with the eastern part that I'm going to put in, and if I take it to the, um, into this like trippy psychedelic rock equation and add someone else to the song, I think it's going to be one of the most like powerful songs off of Storms and Serenity. For me personally, for sure. hands down my favorite song right now so far. Yeah, because it makes me. It's the only song I've done that makes me really feel emotions to their extreme, despite the fact that I've made the song. If that makes sense, you know. So yeah, I'm excited for everyone else to cry on it as well. Yeah, कुछ है इसमें. Let's see.